gonna be the Revved Riffs, episode 5. Getting out here, get some more seat time in, get some more chatting in, get some more skills. Oh, not quite. Okay, I'm getting pretty consistent with that trick now. Killed it. Oop. I think the bike. Oop, there it goes. Yep. Ooh, get some cold air out of my back. That feels good, actually. Kinda got a hot temp going right now. Kinda sweating. Yeah, usually on these Revved Riffs, I have something I kind of talk about, you know, a little lesson that I've been learned recently. And last night it's a compounding lesson on this at this point, because I've made that mistake a few times where, you know, I have a couple drinks and just drinking, honestly. We'll just go with that, because it's such a waste of time. I mean, I've quit my main bad habit, which is the devil's lettuce, but I'm still, let's see if we can get a right, so, no. But I don't know, and I wouldn't say I have a problem with alcohol. I wouldn't say, well, I guess I do have a problem with alcohol, because once I kind of start drinking, I don't really stop. But it's not like I do it every day or have the urge to do it every day. But when I do it, I have an issue. And then I come out here and I'm rocking a slight hangover, and it doesn't help me with anything that I want to do in life. I mean, sure, I might have had a little bit of fun last night, but it wasn't like real fun, you know? I mean, I took wasn't real fun. It was, I mean, no offense to my buddy. I mean, it's not like he was any of the problem. Like, we had a good time, but it was just like, I think alcohol fueled the fun last night. And fueled the fun. It's not like we needed the alcohol to have fun, but we indulged in a bit of that stuff. And now I'm just upset because today I could get out and get some work done, just get a little better at riding. But, you know, it's like that lasting effect of that little bit of fun last night is, you know, interfering with today. And it wasn't like I would have had a lot more fun just riding. No offense to my buddy, he's a great dude. I'd give me the shirt off his back, but like if I got him a stunt bike, or we got he also had a stunt bike, I feel like we would have had a lot better of a night. Not saying we didn't have a good night, just a better night. And it's like, I want to stop wasting time and not being in. You're also not able to ride at that, you know, when you're intoxicated like that. Like, you can't do it. Like, your throttle response is all messed up, your foot brake's all messed up, you kill it. every 5 seconds. And it's just one of those things, like, it's just waste the day, the end of that day, and then also wastes a portion of the morning because you're recovering, and then you're out in the lot and you're rocking a hangover, rocking a hangover, dude. And it's not like it stopped me from coming out here today, but it's definitely affecting my day. Like, am I gonna give 100% effort today? I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to be perfect and get the stuff done that I want to do. But man, it's just, there's, you know, it's like that took at least 5% off of my abilities today, you know, or my mindset. It makes you weak, honestly. It makes you weak, dude. Yeah, we'll just flow this into just in general mistakes I've made with getting myself intoxicated with things. Like, obviously I've kind of mentioned that I've had a problem with marijuana, and I really stopped, you know, for myself, you know, and I need to stop drinking, obviously, too. But it's like I stopped for myself because I have ADHD, like pretty bad. I don't know how much you could tell through my videos or whatever, and I don't medicate for it or anything like that. I think it's a superpower. It's a superpower. I promise. The energy that you get with ADHD. My girlfriend's talked about it to me a bunch of times. She's like, I've never, and it's only when I'm not smoking the ganj, because I use the ganj to kill parts of my ADHD, to, I don't know, make it so I wasn't getting distracted. But that's the thing, is like, if you get distracted and it's towards a good thing, like, if I can't sleep because I want to go and wheelie, now I go and wheelie instead of, you know, smoking and falling asleep, right? And I use it because I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work in the morning or whatever. I already put in a hard day's worth of work, and it's just like, the day's not over until you've done everything that you set out to do that day. That's the new mindset I'm in, and that's why, you know, I'm quitting all this bullshit, because see, I want every bit of energy I have to get all the stuff done that I want to get done, and I'm tired of making myself miss out on things I want to do in life because of bad choices, honestly. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that same way. And so I'm just trying to avoid all that stuff, and you just get more and more focused. The more and more I avoid weed or alcohol, or, you know, the more I want to wheelie, and the more I want to hit my goals. And oh, here's a runner. Oh shoot! And then I just did that. I didn't have my foot on the freaking handbrake. Right? It's like, and that's, yeah, use all the energy you have. And I'm saying this to myself mainly. It's like, because like I, you know, wasted a big portion of yesterday, and then that also is rolling over in today and kind of interfering with this day. And I need to learn from those mistakes and tell myself time and time again that that's not the way to do it, brother. That's not the way to do it, brother. And see, like now, like I'm gonna be able to go home today and feel accomplished, not be as distracted, be excited for the next day, to roll into another day like this. Another day I can take advantage of. I want to take advantage of every day. I want to steal all of every day's power. You know? And a large part of that, ooh, man, I maybe need a stretch. A large part of that is having the energy to do so by eating right and drinking enough water, all those simple things that people need. Not eating Taco Bell. Goodness gracious, I love Taco Bell. I mean, I go there probably 3 times a week at least. But every time I eat it, it's delicious, and I feel like, you know, it's really tasty. But every time I go there, it feels like there's a 10-pound lead ball sitting in my stomach. I don't get all the other, you know, normal Taco Bell issues, but it makes me lethargic. Right? You're trying to move around and you feel like you got some weight in your stomach like that. It's like you don't ride good, you don't work out good, you don't work good. So, you know, just little mistakes. If you just eat crock-pot chicken and rice, your system is running on some high RPMs. It's ready to go. It's warmed up. Ooh, that was not a good attempt. Here, we'll get a better one right here. Yep, there we go. Had a little hand drag action. You know, and how much better I feel every day I come out here and do this instead of drink or do something else. It's just makes every day feel like a blessing. Like I'm not even, you know, it's 2:30 right now. I've already gotten a video uploaded, made some shorts, and then came out here. Then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna try to figure out the FZ07. And that's why I came out here first. It's because I knew I was gonna be distracted working on the FZ07, because even though something that needs to be done and I'm slightly interested in mechanics, just because you kind of have to be. It's just part of stunt riding, part of motorsports. But it's like I don't really want to be a mechanic. I want to stunt ride. So it's like, unless I get the stunt riding part of it done first, I'm gonna be sitting in the garage frustrated because stuff is probably not gonna go my way. It's probably not gonna go my way. But if I already have a couple wins today, because I'm allocating my energy in a better way instead of trying to crush my energy with substances. Like, I don't want to party anymore, and I made that mistake last night. I partied a little bit, got a little tipsy, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want that to be me. I want to be someone that gets stuff done, because all those things don't really matter to me. The more and more I'm realizing as I'm growing up, I'm just not a materialistic person. When I was a kid, man, just like Andrew Tate says, oh, every dude wants a Ferrari and the hot women, and right, and you kind of think you do, and it's just because I feel like even at a young age, society wants you to be that way, and I'm just not. I don't vibe with society. I don't like a lot of people. I'm a very close-knit group that I hang out with, and it's like, and which is making me realize, like, I don't even care about the money. I don't care if I'm rich, if I'm a nerd, if I'm got a weird job, whatever. I've definitely been around people that are obsessed with partying and obsessed with doing a bunch of delinquent type stuff. And I've definitely been a delinquent. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm just saying that every time I do that stuff, I feel like I'm wasting my life. I don't want to be a bar hopper. I don't want to just go to parties all the time. It's like I want to be really good at stunt riding and have a peaceful, fun life. Get my weightlifting done, be strong as I can. Like, I'm just, my life, the more and more I've gone through it, I've realized, like, I'm an accomplished based person. If you guys have ever seen Anchorman, there's a scene right there where they're like trying to get the chick, right? And they all have their like the game plan to do that. You know, one guy puts on the cologne, other guy makes up a story, and then Ron Burgundy goes and he's like, I'm gonna tries to flex, show him the muscles, show him some accomplishments, some weight. Yeah, I did like 1,000 reps. Well, I can't remember the lines. I've seen that movie once or twice, but I remember that scene because I related to it, and I was like, and it really points out like what kind of people there are. And it's like, I'm an accomplished based person. I don't care about what I have. I mean, obviously I do. Like, I like my bikes. Like, there's certain aspects, like, but those go along with the accomplishments. Like, I don't care what my bike looks like. I care what it does. I care if I can do some sweet wheelies on it. So I still have this crappy exhaust. It's because I don't care what my bike sounds like. I don't care about what it looks like. I don't care about none of that. I just want to be able to do cool stuff on it. And that's why I like bikes, because those are goal-orientated, materialistic things, versus just like a sweet Ferrari that I can drive up to a bar and be like, well, look at my cool car. Look at this Ferrari. And it's like, wow, you must be so rich. You must do all this. Yeah. It's like, I'd rather someone be like, wow, you are skilled. It looks like you put a lot of time and effort into bettering yourself and challenging yourself. I mean, like, obviously you challenge yourself at work and whatever, or challenge yourself in a money type way, and that's how you get the Ferrari, right? I mean, some of that goes hand in hand, but it's like, if I'm doing it all because I want the Ferrari, I don't know, I don't have that mindset, but I'm doing it just because I like to spread my accomplishments. Honestly, that's what I like to brag about. What I like to be proud about is what I can do on a motorcycle, or what I can do in the weight room, or what I can do running, or anything physical, pretty much. I mean, I do like being smart too, but definitely more of a physically based accomplishment chaser. We're gonna go for that another handbrake, because I almost slipped off last time, and and it's like, and I always think about, what would you do if someone dropped $1 million right in your hand right now? It's like, I literally would have nothing to do with it. Like, I mean, I guess I'd buy a nice piece of property close to a lot, but like, what else would I do with it? Like, I'm never going to be one of those people that wants to make a giant business and make 100 million, because it's like, what? So I could have the status of being a millionaire? I don't care about that. Oh, so I can just have money that I keep accruing, I keep stacking. I just want to be rich. It's like, I don't find myself relating to that mindset. It's like, I just want to be good at stuff. Like, hey man, why are you so hard on yourself? What the heck? Because I'm pretty hard on myself in those ways. Like, if I make a mistake at work or whatever, I'm like, I like being good at stuff. I absolutely hate being bad at stuff. I just don't like it. And obviously I'm not gonna be good at everything, and that's part of life. But it's like, if I can help it, I want to be good at stuff. I don't like being bad at anything. There's some things I obviously care less about and aren't as focused on being good about, but I don't like feeling stupid. I don't like feeling weak. And that's why a lot of my goals are based on accomplishments, because I don't think money makes me at least feel powerful. Like, I don't need to make the money to buy a big old Duramax with a lift kit and all this stuff that everyone else gets in debt for, that I work with. I don't need to do that stuff. And then they're forced to work, like, for money, right? And then it instantly makes you materialistic, because you have to be. Because you're like, wow, I have a $100,000 payment that I need to make just so I can drive this truck around. And I get it. Like, you like the truck, and that's maybe your thing, like building trucks, looking at trucks, whatever. But it's like, it's gonna make you slightly materialistic. I would be like, if I was into trucks, I'd be into like wheeling, right? I'd go through mud and try to do some like cool stuff with the truck, you know. And I'm not saying like it's okay to be materialistic, like if that's the kind of person you want to be, but it's just not who I am. And that's what I'm, and be like, and reflect and realize, like, oh yeah, this is where I'm not being who I think I should be. And it's not like I'm going off anyone else's standards, because that's for sure not the case. If I was, I'd be in college, I'd be trying to get some degree or just any kind of weird credential that makes me, that gives me a status that I can use over people. Like, hey, I have a college degree, I must be smarter than you, I must be more educated. That stuff drives me crazy. Some credential based, I'll just say, my grandparents and my dad are kind of credential based people. Yep, and I know my dad's watches these videos, and he's gonna hear that. I think he's credential based, and I don't think he even understands it. You know, because you know, you get locked into the world, you get locked into life. You go to college right out of high school, and you're instantly in debt, instantly gonna have to be paying for the next 10 years. I don't know how bad, you know, how long college debt is or whatever. I don't know, because I don't have any. But it's like, you're instantly gonna have to make payments, and if you don't make those payments, your life just gets more and more screwed up. And so I made those choices when I was young. I was like, okay, I don't want to be locked into anything, because I'm just like everyone when they're young. I'm not sure what I want to do. And I was just like, I want to have options. I want to have an option to go van life if I want to. I want to have an option to just run away to Mexico and live on a beach and beg tourists for money and just fish all day and catch some tropical fishies. Like, I wanted to have those options. And so I went down a little different route. I went through the trades. And going through the trades, I never got in any debt. Made enough money to buy my bikes. Found an insane love and obsession for motorcycles. But I was, you know, still distracted with life, you know. But now I'm super focused on just, you know, back to who I am. Like, I'm an accomplished based person. But I feel like that's one of my, oh, that dude just lost a slide. Let me go for a hand drag. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can. Anything like that. They were all because I was like, okay, I think I'm on the right path. Because I've been credential based slightly, like, oh, I'm an operator, I'm a stunt rider, no, dude, I'm Riley. Now, you know, I'm Riley. That's how I define myself now. I'm not defining myself based on some weird credential I have, something I do in my life. It's not accurate at all. It's like, I am Riley. Woo. I don't remember where I left off, but what I said is, when it's all said and done, and I'm at the age of retirement, I'm old, I'm not going to be talking to my offspring, my bloodline. I'm not going to be talking to them about, oh, I was this, I was this, I was this. It's like, no, I'm going to tell them funny stories. I'm going to try to relate to them and just try to encourage them to do things that are going to give them cool stories, give them cool accomplishments that they can just hold on their shoulder, you know? It's like, because I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that I've done that I don't even need to tell people about. Like, and that's where a lot of confidence comes from. Is it's like, I know I'm capable of doing this. I know I'm capable of doing that. I know what I can do in hard situations. I do. I know what happens when shit really hits the fan. I know how I react. It's like, my life sucks because I'm this, because of my credential. I'm stuck in this job because I'm a foreman. I got bills to pay. I got this, and it's a stuck way of thinking. And I've heard this one coworker in particular. He told me, because we were just talking about life, because I'm a younger gent, and he's kind of been through the ringer of my occupation, and he's just telling me, he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would do anything different. He's like, I could have made a lot of choices. I could have made this that would have put me in a bad situation. But he's like, right now, we got to the point where I'm happily unhappy. And I'm like, I'm not saying happiness is even the goal, you know? But it's just like, you're stuck. You know, and that's what I hear out of it. It's like, he's been through the ringer and he's been through a lot and is in a really high level position now, but he's stuck in a high level position just because he's got credentials, and those credentials force him to be stuck, in my opinion. Maybe he doesn't feel that way exactly, but I think I would feel that way if I was in the shoes, based on what he's told me. And I don't ever want to feel stuck, like I was saying earlier. I didn't want to go to college because I didn't want to have the debt, and I wanted to be able to just van life, or go to Mexico, or live in Thailand, or just chase anything that I actually, once I find out what I want to do, I wanted to be able to chase it. And not be stuck. And it's like, if at the end of my road through my occupation or credential chasing is gonna be just happily unhappy, I don't ever want to say that about myself. I don't. And that's why I'm so motivated to do what I'm doing right now and do all these other things, because that freaked me out. It's like, you should be accomplishing it for yourself, you know? I don't want to use a weird credential to tell people how good I am. I just want to, like, if I do something, like the other day, I was like, oh, my first hand drag. Like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm hypocritical, but the way that I'm going about that is like, it's not a credential. I'm just saying, like, oh, this is cool. I'm never gonna use it like, yeah, I'm a good stunt rider because I can hand drag. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think I'm being hypocritical, and I don't think I ever need to say I'm a good stunt rider. I don't even think that's gonna be something I want to say. I just want to be able to say, oh, I can do this on a bike. I can do this on a bike. It's like, never does it mean I'm a good stunt rider or a good rider. It just means I can do that particular thing. Circle wheelie with a handbrake. That was the first try with that. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, it was only 180. It was like I did a circle. But if I'm being honest to myself, being really, truly honest to myself, it would make me 10 times happier to hit a hand drag than to be given $1 million. Like, being honest with myself and trying to avoid like, oh yeah, well then I could go and then I could just have my life set. That's what $1 million would do, right? I just could line out my life and just be set and be happily unhappy, right? But it's like I know, and I know deep down in myself that a hand drag means 10 times more to me than a big chunk of change. And the more I am honest with that, the more I'm gonna chase that instead of some weird materialistic thing or some credential or some status. You know what, maybe I'll try a few more circles with the handbrake. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. I thought that was gonna be a little more. Ooh, I need to shift down. Look at that. Well, so battery died in the middle of that, so we're gonna do a couple more. Cause I was getting it, man. I was getting it. Shoot. Got me a wet glove now. I'm gonna go for a hand drag, then I'm gonna head out of here. Go see what I can do with that FZ07. That's usually not supposed to be hanging down like that. Oh yeah, it's starting to get wet. Starting to get wet out here. Woo! Ooh, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Let's see if we can go for another one. Ah, wasn't it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna zoom across the lot. Look at that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna straighten these handlebars out before I go. Straighten these handlebars out. And then handbrake on out of here. Just handbrake it out of here. Alright, I'm done for the day. Later.